we going back to it, man. Soft Suicide Queens. Green, Grandmaster Vic, Todd, the Lost Boys. When you hear about Soft Suicide Queens, Jamaica Queens, you think 50 Cent. But there was a Southside Queens long before 50 Cent. And the people that put Southside Queens, 134th Street, on the map was the Lost Boys. If it was not for the Lost Boys, they would have not had all that buzz on 134th Street, period. Todd and them put it down. And when they came out with that, because I never forget, who was that? I want to say it was 94. And they had this dude, it was like, give it to him, Cheeks. And they was spitting. And they had a song out called Renee or something. And the dude was Cheeks, he was spitting. It was a dreadhead, and he was going for it. I'm like, oh, okay, dude, got some, he got some go. He doing his thing. And I kind of noticed there was a tall Busta Rhymes looking dude in the back who really wasn't saying too much. That guy wound up being Freaky Ty. They were traveling because they had like a little show they did to promote the Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood soundtrack. And they were cool with like Raekwon and Ghost and Power. So they was, they knew each other from some street stuff that, we can't talk about. And it's hard to talk about the Lost Boys without talking about some real gangster-ish going on around here. Now, when they first album dropped, because, the Renee, when they had that Legal Drug Money that came out in 96, that was what the gangsters bumped. The gangsters in the hood bumped that because this was somebody they knew as legitimate gangsters in the hood. Ty called himself the producer and backup rapper who stayed in the background. And then he kind of say stuff every now and then. Ty, Pretty Lou and all them, they were gangsters. Period. And Cheeks was the rapper. Now, across the street from them is 50 and them crew. 50 at this time is trying to get in the game. But he hustling too. So they see each other, it's soft side, but 50 is, he jealous. It's not like I hate him like that. I want to be in the position they're in. Like, I hate get a record deal. And I didn't. I can get this. I know I can get this record deal. If they got in, and that's what 50 is saying to himself. And it's funny because the majority of the people that ended up being G-Unit was with the Lost Boys. What's his guy? Smurf was over there. He had a lot of the people that was in Domination, all them dudes who was G-Unit. But first, they was with the Lost Boys. They part of their crew with Ty and all them. Now, they all know each other because they on the block. But this is all the noise that's coming around. And when Jam Master Jay came around with the deal and signed 50, because he was from Southside Jamaica, Queens, all that attention and everything else that was built up, 50 was starting to take it more serious, the rap side, and trying to get out and getting this going, because he's seeing that these dudes got success. And he's like, if these clowns can make it, I can make it, because I know I'm better than them. In his mind. Now, his career didn't turn out the way he wanted to at first. Because of the situations that was going on around him. And it just was, he was aligning himself with Nas and Tone and Poke. And in that situation went left. So after all of that, trials and tribulations and stuff was going on with them, you know, and Cheeks and them was watching them blow up. Fifth just over there seeing how all of this stuff is going down. And Cheeks had a party. And for Ty, you know, I can't really talk about what happened. But Ty, y'all know he got killed after coming out of Cheeks' party at the hotel in Queens. Even though the whole case is solved and the people arrested and going to jail, and you know, I just don't get into that. The reason why it happened, we all know. We all speculate. Well, we all don't know, but you know, situations occurred. So once Ty died, the DJ Spig Nice just basically, him and another guy, I guess allegedly, went on some bank robbing spree, allegedly, and hit up a couple of banks to try to make up for some money when they try to put a record out without Ty. And it just didn't do what the other albums had done. And the messed up part is, all the noise and stuff they made, they only end up doing like 500,000. They went gold a couple of times. Then Cheeks decided, look, I gotta go solo. So Cheeks started doing his stuff solo, and he had a blow up, you know, career. He blew up, you know, had some buzz, made some noise while he was solo. And then after that, 50 decides to take a shot at him once he blew up, and then he did the G-Unit album, because once Ty died, like I said, all of them dudes came over to 50. You know, they was like, well, 50 the guy that's gonna blow us up now, because Cheeks went basically on his own, so Cheeks ain't had that kind of pull no more, because most of the guys that went over to 50, they ain't gonna jump Cheeks or nothing like that. But 50 gonna take a shot at Cheeks now, because he can. And he talking about how, what's his name, Speed going to trial, and then he talking about Cheeks is whack now and all that stuff. So Cheeks came back with a joint to diss 50 Cent. Like, hey, I ain't no band leader. But it wasn't nothing serious. It's just like, man, oh, he gonna take a shot at me? Okay. So he was just talking about him being a snitch or something on some song. Yeah, in 50 Cent Dreams or something. My thing is, how you got an R&B guy on the track and dissing somebody with an R&B guy on the track? I don't understand that at all. But that is as far as that went. But it spawned from 50 being jealous of the success of Lost Boyz and wanting to be that. But he was never stupid enough to cross them. You know, Ty had to die before he could even utter words like that towards them. Because he would have never said nothing like that to Cheeks. Or about anything about the case, nothing like that on no tape. No. That's too close to home. He would have never said nothing like that if Ty was alive. So Ty was, he was the man on Southside Jamaica, Queens. Rest in peace, Freaky Ty. And I'm out.